going to show how to find the mean, and you'll see this will also give you the standard deviation for a frequency distribution table. So this is the frequency table I'm going to use, and to input the values, which I have to do initially, hopefully you guys saw that video, but you're going to go to stat and then you want to go to edit. So either you could press 1 or enter, it doesn't matter. I already put these in. Let me actually make sure that says 5. Okay, so make sure everything matches 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 24, 15, 26, 32. So everything is matching. So my frequency table is in my graphing calculator. So I like to go back to my home screen. So second mode, you see on top of mode it says quit. So I want to quit, meaning I want to go back to my clear screen so that nothing gets like jumbled up. So always second mode to do that. And then I want to actually calculate the mean. And again, you'll see the standard deviation. I'm going to go back to stat. This time I'm going to calc. So I need to scroll over with the right arrow to calc. And we're going to use one var stats again. And I use this when I have a single list of values too. You'll see I have lists and then I have frequency lists. So now I'm just going to use both of these instead of one of them because I have 2 columns and I have frequency column. So my list, my X values are in L1. And I usually tell my students to label it so they don't forget. But assuming that was clear, L1 is on top of the number 1. So I would press second and then the number 1 to pull up L1. And my frequency list, if I remember, was in L2. So I'm going to press second and then the number 2 to pull up L2 there, and then down to calculate, and all this stuff's going to pop up. And you should know, right, X bar is my sample mean if I'm trying to find my sample mean for this particular frequency table, and then SX is your sample standard deviation in this particular case for the frequency distribution table. So when they learn how to find a mean of a frequency table on the TI-84, I usually show them as well, check it out. You could do your sample standard deviation too. So all of that is, again, stat over to calc, and then one var stats. And if you have a single list, then you're just using list. But if you have a frequency table, then you're doing L1 and L2. Just make sure the frequency list, make sure you put the right L1, L2, whatever L's you're using, put them in the right spot, because otherwise you could get all jumbled up. Okay.